The Knicks were down 18 at one point, got to within 3.
Mr. Second Quarter's on the floor now for Boston.
That would be Peyton Pritchard waiting in the corner. But first, it's a drive and a pass down low to White, who gets by Towns and lays it in.
Really good penetrate and nice dish to the baseline man from Jason Tatum.
Back to a 10-point lead, Celtics, 77-67. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the third. Towns with it up high, tried to cross over on Horford, gets by him to the left and get blocked by Queta. Blocked it and kept the ball. Now sends it down floor to Tatum. Return to Queta. Took an extra step down the lane. No call. Ball loose off of Pritchard. Out of bounds. Officials look at each other, and Tyler Ford says Nick ball.
Yeah, Tyler Ford had the correct call. That's 6 block shots already going back to that previous Knick possession. Boston, one of the better shot blocking teams in the league, doing a good job.
That was some block, and ball just stuck to the hand of Neemias Queta. Here's Brunson feeding the cutting Hart, who's blocked and fouled by Queta, going down the lane at 4:34 to go in the third.
Just to finish that thought, the Celtics are 5th in the NBA in block shots, averaging 5.7 a game. They've got 6 already.
They got Horford. PJ was the backside defender there, so it's going to be 3 on Al Horford. And Josh Hart will shoot a pair. Been a quiet night for Mr. Hart.
I don't think you would have anticipated, Kesty, if I told you 6 Boston blocks, that 2 of them would be by Luke Cornett, 2 of them by Neemias Queta so far.
No, I would have said, is Kristaps Porzingis not playing tonight? If you're just joining us, KP was a late scratch about 15 minutes before game time as Josh Hart misses the first of 2 free throws.
Knicks have not missed very many free throws tonight. That's because Jalen Brunson is 12 for 12. As a team, they're 18 for 22, 82%.
It was 2 years ago tonight as Hart hits the second free throw. Hart got traded to New York, and famously someone was filming Jalen Brunson, I think it was at the airport, and they showed him a phone. It said Josh Hart has been traded to the Knicks, and he pumped his fist, and his former Villanova teammate has been a terrific acquisition.
Well, has he ever?
Here's Tatum driving, pass outside to White, and the 3 goes down from the right.
Another assist from JT, but Derek White is making a habit of hitting big shots for Boston.
12-point lead. Near steal by Horford defensively, received by Karl Anthony Towns, who's doubled now in the right. Gets rid of it. A great pass underneath to Josh Hart. It was 2 passes, Towns to Bridges, and then a real quick pocket pass to Hart for the layup. Last
8 points for Boston by Derek White, but again, I think Boston's bigger problem right now is their defense.
80-70, Celtics lead and have the ball. On the offensive side, it's Tatum against Bridges. Now he pulls on a long 3. Oh, and a whistle by Ford. I think they're going to call Bridges in the landing zone of Tatum as he came down, and that'll be another 3-shot foul at this end of the floor. Will the Knicks challenge? Tom Thibodeau, arms crossed, looking to his assistants.
I don't think so. There was that one. There was less reason to challenge. I don't think they have a chance of winning that challenge.
Well, Bridges is his first, and Jason Tatum, with 22 points, will shoot 3. First is good. So we told you tomorrow we've got the Sixers at Milwaukee on ESPN Radio. That game's on ABC television, and our pal and one of the greatest basketball ambassadors at any level, Hubie Brown, will call his final game at age 91. I don't often say, turn down the sound on TV and listen to us. I say that all the time. But tomorrow, looking forward to hearing Hubie's final call.
Well, he doesn't just broadcast, he teaches. He's an amazing teacher of the game. He was, as a coach, he's one of the best teachers ever, one of the best clinicians, helped so many young coaches, had so many of his assistants go on to head coaching jobs, but just a fabulous broadcaster, and we are going to miss him. And I'll tell you what, just as good. He will be just as good tomorrow as he's been throughout his career.
It's a great point as Jason Tatum hit all 3 free throws, 83-70 Boston. Here's Brunson accelerating, double down the post, outside to Hart, straight on 3 off the front rim and backboard, no good. Batted by Tatum, controlled by the Celtics. Hubie called 18 finals between TV and radio. Here's Derek for 3, Derek White, and he knocks home another one here in the third quarter.
He's double digits this quarter himself.
back to a 16-point lead. The Knicks had cut it to 3 at one point. Josh Hart underneath, missed the layup in traffic, and Keita takes it away for Boston.
Again, in case he was more open than he realized. He thought he had to rush it with his left hand, and they didn't really contest it. He just missed it.
White and Tatum have 23 of Boston's 25 here in the quarter. Here's Tatum working with Keita setting a screen, and now Bridges is the defender, and Jason's going to make a run at him. Sidestep three on its way. Good. All net for Tatum. Tatum and Derek White are cooking the Knicks here in this third quarter. New York once had it down to 3, and right now it's back to 19.
I don't know whether that's cooking, Kesty. They've only got 26 of the 28 points so far this quarter for Boston.
Cooking hot on a snowy night in frigid New York. A 19-3 run by Boston, and they've got an 89-70 lead over the Knicks with 2:29 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/streaming and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/streaming.
It's Kelly Clarkson here to talk all things Wayfair, the best place to buy furniture, decor, and anything else you can think of to create a home you absolutely love. Some of y'all might have heard I made the cross-country move from LA to New York last year, and Wayfair has definitely helped me create the feeling of home wherever I am. I love a cozy couch and a comfy living room that feels like our little sanctuary for our family. And I love vases, I love candles, I love anything that kind of makes you feel at home and peaceful. Anyway, something about me is I love options when it comes to making my home more me. I know when I shop with Wayfair, I find options for every style, whether I'm feeling boho or farmhouse, modern, traditional, French country. I can find exactly what I need for my home and more. Everyone loves a good deal. I mean, who does not want free and fast and easy delivery? Come on. No matter your space, style, or budget, shop Wayfair.com to make your home way more you.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. We always hear about the red flags to avoid in relationships, but it's just as important to focus on the green flags. If you're not quite sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify those qualities so you can embody the green flag energy and find it in others. BetterHelp offers therapy 100% online, and sign up only takes a few minutes. Visit BetterHelp, HELP.com/teamwork today to get 10% off your first month.
Jim Basquill in studio. We mentioned earlier the Mark Williams trade to the Lakers rescinded. He failed the physical. The Shams on why?
Sources tell me that the Lakers have failed Mark Williams on his physical exam. I'm told they found multiple issues in that exam, and it's about the extent of the injury of what they got and what they found. And in that exam, clearly they found some issues, and people have talked about his back being an issue. I'm told that that was not the reason of the failed physical. So they found a couple of other issues in his physical exam that they did not expect.
19-3 run for the Celtics, their biggest lead of the game, and 19 points as well. Back to Madison Square Garden with PJ and Kesty.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim. Big story tonight on a big night in the NBA on this Saturday. Lakers move up to 4th in the West in the rescinded trade. Right here, the Knicks had it down to 3 with 6:52 to go in the third. But Tatum and White have happened here in the third quarter, and the lead's back to 19. Knicks attacking. Hart floater good out of the timeout. 2:14 to go in the third.
Yeah, Casey, I should point out, too, Jason Tatum's not just scoring. He's got assists, too. He assisted 3 of Derek White's baskets.
3 of his 4 assists tonight. Derek White and Jason Tatum have 26 of the 28 third-quarter Boston points. But now
Boston has not done is finish the quarter. Let's see if they can do it here in the third.
Tatum fades and rattles it home on a 12-footer.
They allowed New York to sneak back into the game at the end of the first and then at the end of the second quarter. The third quarter, much more important for them to close it. Boston Celtics.
Celtics matching their largest lead up 19 points, 91-72. Here's Brunson, shimmies his way to the post, Shot from 15 misses. Sam Hauser the rebound. Outlet to White.
Hauser's been quiet again. That goes back to Peyton Pritchard having that huge second quarter.
Isolated Tatum. Puts up a shot on the fadeaway and connects again. Jason Tatum, 30 points. And the biggest lead for the Celtics now at 21. That's 32 for Jason Tatum on that make. Brunson answers on the other end with a 15-footer.
There are all-stars trading, all-stars and all NBA players trading offensive salvos right here.
93-74 Celtics. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter. Derek White, Celtics have won 4 straight on the road. Here's Tatum, and he's feeling it. Stroking another three-pointer. 35 for Tatum. We're not through the third.
He looked over towards Spike Lee and Denzel Washington courtside. Take that, guys.
He had 37 opening night against the Knicks, and he's doing it to him again. Here's Brunson flipping it up. No offensive rebound. Josh Hart slips on his way to the three-point line. Now recovers, attacks Cornette, and scores.
Yeah, he knew Luke Cornette. Actually, Luke Cornette contested that a little more aggressively than I thought he would with 4 fouls.
96-76. The lead is 20 for the Celtics, who have possession and about 2 seconds difference on the third quarter clock and shot clock.
Knicks do have a foul to give if they so choose.
Tatum working with 35 points against Bridges, who he torched time and again on opening night. Crosses to his left, three-pointer up, no. Long rebound, Knicks have it, and the quarter ends before Hart can turn and author a shot. What a finish to the quarter this time for the Celtics.
Absolutely, and kind of lost in the shuffle right there. Jason Tatum did a smart thing. He didn't shoot it until there was very little time left. So many players go too soon and allow the other team an opportunity. JT did not.
19 third-quarter points for Jason Tatum, who teamed up with Derek White to score 33 of the 35 points in the third. Boston 96, Knicks 76. We head to the fourth quarter next. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Great days start with great underwear, and Tommy John makes the greatest. With Tommy John, you make each day better than the last. How? Because greatness is in our very fabric, and with 4 times the stretch of competing brands, Tommy John's the undeniable MVP of your underwear drawer. Meticulously crafted from custom breathable fabrics, Tommy John underwear isn't just premium, they're a cut above. Silky, soft, and so luxurious, you'll miss them when they're in the wash. With over 20 million pairs sold and thousands of 5-star reviews, guys everywhere love their Tommy John. That's why Tommy John doesn't have customers, they have fanatics. Like this one, who raves, "New favorite underwear. I don't want to wear anything else." Plus, your most valuable assets are fully covered with Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear, or its free guarantee. Grab 25% off your first order now at TommyJohn.com/stream. Save 25% for a limited time at TommyJohn.com/stream. See site for details.
No matter how good you are at protecting your personal info, you can't stop others from dropping the ball. Places like retailers, doctors, and airlines can accidentally expose your info, leaving you open to identity theft. That's why you need LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for identity theft and will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't drop the ball. Get LifeLock today. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports. Terms apply.
All right, fellas, let's tackle the age-old question. What do I get her for Valentine's Day? Don't stress. Send foolproof flowers from the Books Company and get 25% off your entire purchase. Books flowers are fresh, vibrant, and last way longer. Some are even grown on the side of a volcano. Don't wait. Valentine's Day is February 14th, so get your order in now. Go to Books.com. Use my promo code Canty for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code Canty. Books, promo code Canty.
Jim Basketball in studio. Jimmy Butler, 25 in his Warriors debut. Steph, 24 of his 34 in the third quarter. Golden State up 126-101 at Chicago. Thunder, in search of their 42nd win, well on their way. 122-107 at the Grizz. SGA has 32, and Jaden McDaniels has 30 Wolves up on the Blazers 114-98, doing it without Ant-Man. The Celtics up 20 start of the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum, 5 of their 14 threes thus far. Back to Madison Square Garden with PJ and Kesty.
And PJ, Jason Tatum played all 12 minutes of the third quarter. He is the third Celtics player with consecutive 35-point games against the Knicks all time. Larry Bird, you may figure, did it 4 times, 1987. Bill Sharman.
Oh, man.
1957 and 58.
Love Bill Sharman.
Did it back-to-back times. It was opening night when the Celtics raised the banner, and Tatum had a 37-point night.
How about 6 for 9, 2 for 4 from 3, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Tidy little 19. Meantime, Derek White, not shabby. 4 for 6, 3 for 4. He made all 3 of his free throws. 14 in the third quarter.
Jaylen Brown said, I want a piece of the party. He takes a 3 to open the fourth quarter. Missed it. Horford among 3 Knicks comes away with it. Finds Pritchard inside the arc. Jumper is short. Rebounded by the Knicks.
That's the Knick defense right there, taking the Celtics off the three-point line.
Can the Knicks make another run? Cameron Payne missing a 3 from the right. One and done. Rebound to Boston.
Jalen Brunson's got 28. Josh Hart, 15. No one else in double figures yet for the Knicks. Now, Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges knocking on the door. They both have 9, but you got 4 Celtics in double figures, obviously led by Tatum. But Tatum, White, Jaylen Brown, and Peyton Pritchard all in doubles for the Celtics.
Pass ahead for Jaylen Brown. Got knocked out of bounds by Cameron Payne, who I think he got a piece of Brown, too. Went down, but no call.
Tyler Ford talking to...
Got a little smile.
Talking to Spike.
Here's the inbound Tatum. No look to the right. Horford 3. Circles the rim. Out it comes to Bridges.
14 for 29. They were 50% for 3 quarters, Boston.
There's Hart through the lane. Right side, Brunson. Brunson holding against Jaylen Brown. Now he's going to drive the baseline right against him. Goes under the basket. Dishes to the cutting Hart. Right into the body of Cornette and muscles it up and in.
Don't you picture, when you think of a Knick game, how many times do you picture Jalen Brunson dribbling the ball and Josh Hart makes a cut to the basket and he finds it, just like they did at Villanova.
Villanova buddies here in New York, part of the Nova Knicks. Boston's lead at 18. Tatum looking for the high screen for Cornette, uses it going to the left against Achua down the lane. Ooh, Achua thought he had ball but got a piece of Jason, and it's a foul called as Jason rubs his head and Achua gets called for the foul.
Tibbs has stayed small, even though Precious Achua is in. He's in for Karl Anthony Towns. So really only one big on the floor for the Knicks so far here in the fourth quarter.
That smaller lineup helped propel the Knicks from down 18 to cut it to 3. But behind this man, Jason Tatum, and also Derek White, those 2 guys combined for all but 2 of the Celtics' 35 third-quarter points as Tatum pumps in another. He's got another free throw to come. If he makes this one, he will equal the 37 points he put on the Knicks opening night in their only other meeting.
And they take him out for the first time here. Sam Hauser's at the scorer's table. I'm thinking going to come in for JT.
Tatum makes them both. He's got 37. The lead's back to 20 for the Celts. Mikal Bridges on the left using an Achua screen. Drives down the lane. Floater up, floater in for Mikal Bridges.
There's the third Knick in double figures. Mikal Bridges now 11 points.
Be surprised how poorly Bridges has tried to defend Jason Tatum now twice. I know Tatum's really good, and Bridges is an outstanding defender.
Yeah, but JT, I mean, the great players in this league, when they're on offensively, it doesn't matter who's coming in. As an example,
Tatum behind the screen, buries a 3, and he's up to 40.
Well, this one was from the N in New York, not the K like in the first half.
101-80 Celtics. Tatum with a 40-point night at the Garden, Madison Square Garden. Knicks miss a 3, long rebound. Brunson has it. Brunson over Tatum for 3, rim and backboard, no. Rebounded by Horford. Jason Tatum's season high is 43 against the Bulls back in late December.
He's going to get a rest, I think, the next whistle. Sam Hauser waiting to come in, but he's on fire.
Tatum gives it to Brown. Left angle 3. No. Achua had position. Knocks the rebound to Payne. Cameron into the front court. Left to right. Layup with the left hand. Good. Swooping it in and getting a bucket for the Knicks.
Joe Mazzulla with the call here right now, I think. Oh, pick and roll. There's been very few Boston pick and rolls tonight. Kind of
pick
amazing.
and roll here. They work it over to the right side to Brown. Brown working with Cornette to the dotted line. Now backs up to the free throw line. Nothing doing. Sends it out to Tatum. 4 to shoot. Jason pulls back on a 3. It's on its way. Missed everything and heads out of bounds, and they'll get the air ball chant. But Jason Tatum has a 40-point night, cooking the Knicks for the second time in as many games this year.
Fatigue may have a little something to do with that. He played, the first 3 minutes and 10 seconds, so he's been on the floor for 15 minutes and 10 seconds. He's going to get a little bit of a rest right now.
101-82, Celtics in command at the moment with 8:45 to play. These teams will meet in a couple of weeks in Boston as Brunson hits it from the perimeter, a little 20-footer.
That's 30 for Mr. Brunson, and it is time for Jaylen Brown to step up for the Boston Celtics.
101-84, Boston by 17 points. That meeting in Boston is February 23rd here on ESPN Radio, third of 4 meetings. Here's a pass to Cornette from Brown down the lane. Luke Cornette scores.
Beautiful look by Jaylen Brown off a nice cut by the big man.
Back to a 19-point lead. Josh Hart blocked by Cornette, who had a couple early blocks. That is the 7th Celtic block tonight. Down the other end, Hauser catch and shoot 3. Missed from the corner. Tapped up and in. Is that Cornette who got a hand on that?
Yes, it was, and that is offensive rebound number 11 for Boston. 16 second chance points.
How about a basket and 1? Is that a 3 for Brunson, who went down, fouled by Jaylen Brown on the perimeter? I was just about to tell you that Luke Cornette has a 10-point, 10-rebound double-double after that make, and then quickly on the other end of the floor, a 3-pointer for Brunson and a chance at a 4-point play with 7:50 to go here in the third.
Cornette is 5 for 5 from the field. Excuse me, Kesty. He's got 3 blocks, an assist, 10 points, and 4 fouls committed. Meantime, Jalen Brunson not slowing down at all. He's at 33 and counting, and he's 12 for 12 from the free throw line, where he is once again.
Jalen Brunson, leading scorer for the Knicks, 26 points a game. That puts him 9th in the NBA's top 8 in assists. Free throw good, and Brunson gets 4 there. It's still 105-88 Boston. Jalen Brunson will be one of 2 Knickerbockers in the All-Star game next Sunday from San Francisco.
Also in the three-point contest, which is great. I love when the elite players participate on Saturday night.
It's a great field as Pritchard hits from outside, inside the arc, but from outside the painted area, to steal a Hubie Brown term. 107-88 Boston. Pritchard, 16 points off the bench tonight. Dame Lillard will try to make it 3 straight starry 3-point titles in his home in the Bay Area.
That's travel that Cat got away with. Another rebound for Luke Cornette.
That's 11. Cornette got the spot start for Kristaps Porzingis. A late scratch tonight here for the Celtics, down 2 starters. Drew Holiday also missing his 2nd straight. Here's Pritchard for 3, splashing home the Celtics' 16th 3 of the night.
26-16 bench points in favor of the Celtics.
Little push shot, Brunson inside the paint, miss. Cornette had his 12th rebound and got fouled as he got the rebound with 6:47.
You know, Castillo, we talked about it, 26-16 bench points, and it should be noted that both Luke Cornette and Al Horford started, so 2 of their key bench players started tonight. Hasn't slowed the bench production down at all for Boston.
Yeah, those 2 bench mob turned starters, Cornette and Horford, have teamed up for 15 points and 20 rebounds, and the Celtics have the lead here in New York. 110-88 over the Knicks. We have 6:47 to go in our 4th quarter from Madison Square Garden. You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
Here's a question. Have you ever been prescribed a medication? Most likely, yes. Well, what about this question? Did you understand how it worked? The way your medication works in your body shouldn't be a mystery. Learn how Vyvgart, Efgartigimod Alpha FCAB works by visiting Vyvgart.com/MOA. That's VYVGART.com/MOA. Brought to you by Argenix.
Attention football fans, the season's heating up, and that means it's time for jaw-dropping plays, spectacular touchdowns, and memories that'll last a lifetime. So if you're looking to grab the best seats for all the excitement, Vivid Seats is your go-to playmaker. With an incredible selection of tickets and a game-changing rewards program, Vivid Seats is your ticket to every thrilling moment. Don't miss out. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Are you ready to build your company's dream team? Just like in sports, finding skilled players is essential for success. With Robert Half's winning combination of specialized recruiting professionals and award-winning AI, we'll help you find the MVPs and key role players who will have you hanging banners in the rafters. Because in business, it's all about having the experienced team on your side. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
If you're a facilities manager at a university, you know students rely on the cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the occasional late-night snack. So when a dishwasher breaks down and dirty plates pile up, the mess hall can turn messy in the blink of an eye. Enter Grainger. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast delivery, the product you need now is never far away. So you can turn that dishwasher back into a lean, clean washing machine. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're listening to the NBA on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app.
6:47 to go, fourth quarter, Madison Square Garden. The Boston Celtics trying to make it 5 consecutive road wins. How about this week? I know they lost to undermanned Dallas on Thursday at home, but a chance to already won at number 1 Cleveland Tuesday night and a chance to come here to New York. Down 2 starters. 6:47 to go.
2 weeks in a row, you had New York playing as well as any team in the league. Last week lost to an undermanned Los Angeles team without Anthony Davis, and basically, I don't want to say we're dominated, but I mean, it was kind of a comfortable win for the Lakers.
It was, I would agree.
So far tonight, it's been a comfortable lead for Boston. They've led wire to wire to this point. We still have 6.5 minutes left.
Here's Pritchard driving, floats it up for Cornette, who with one hand reaches up and flushes it home. What a night for Luke Cornette, who began his career with the New York Knickerbockers. His first 2 years, he's got 12 points and 12 rebounds.
He's been excellent.
3 block shots as well.
Yeah, thank you.
112-88 Boston. 6:10 to go. Brunson driving inside the arc, slowed by Jaylen Brown. Now gets around him, scoops it with a left hand and scores.
I can't hear, fortunately, because we have our headphones on, but the Knicks fans chanting something. I have no idea what they're chanting.
I was trying to figure that out myself. 112-90 Boston. Pritchard on the drive, underneath for Cornette for another jam, back-to-back. Pritchard breaks it down and assists a Cornette dunk.
Our engineer, Paulie Schrager, just told me it's not the Knicks fans, it's the Boston fans chanting, "Let's go Celtics."
I did see a bunch of green in the house tonight, and they're more visible now with the Knicks fans leaving. Here's Pritchard off the steal. Authors another 3. A triple from outside, and the 6th Man of the Year candidate has 22 off the bench.
That was almost as deep as the Jason Tatum from the K in New York in the first half. Peyton Pritchard having himself a game. 22 points, 8 for 12, 5 for 7 from downtown.
Knicks fans are heading out to a snowy night in New York City. The Boston fans who've made their way from New England are on their feet cheering right now. 5:29 to go. Boston 117, the Knicks 90. Timeout. This is the NBA on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, presented by Indeed.
It's Kelly Clarkson here to talk all things Wayfair, the best place to buy furniture, decor, and anything else you can think of to create a home you absolutely love. Some of y'all might have heard I made the cross-country move from LA to New York last year, and Wayfair has definitely helped me create the feeling of home wherever I am. I love a cozy couch and a comfy living room that feels like our little sanctuary for our family. And I love vases, I love candles, I love anything that kind of makes you feel at home and peaceful. Anyway, something about me is I love options when it comes to making my home more me. I know when I shop with Wayfair, I find options for every style, whether I'm feeling boho or farmhouse, modern, traditional, French country. I can find exactly what I need for my home and more. Everyone loves a good deal. I mean, who does not want free and fast and easy delivery? Come on. No matter your space, style, or budget, shop Wayfair.com to make your home way more you.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. We always hear about the red flags to avoid in relationships, but it's just as important to focus on the green flags. If you're not quite sure what they look like, therapy can help you identify those qualities so you can embody the green flag energy and find it in others. BetterHelp offers therapy 100% online, and sign up only takes a few minutes. Visit BetterHelp, HELP.com/teamwork today to get 10% off your first month.
I'm Jim Basketball with the results of the AutoZone In the Zone poll question. Your options were Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns on the Knicks side, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on the Celtics side. I'd say the answer's pretty easy. Jason Tatum, 40 points, 7 of the C's, 17 threes is your winner. In the Zone brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. And Kesty, the Celtics are 3 trays away from reaching 20 for the 18th time this season, which would put them within 1 of the all-time league record, up 27. Back to MSG with PJ and Kesty.
Yeah, the Warriors a couple of years ago had 19 games of at least 23-pointers. And the Knicks have brought in Landry Shamet and Ariel Hukporti and Cameron Payne. 5:22 to go. Payne authors a shot, no good. Hukporti trying to save an offensive rebound, but taps it right to Boston.
We got a white flag waved by New York, and now Joe Mazzulla is going to respond. He's going to get Jaylen Brown out soon.
Brown gets it down to Keita, who whirls in the low post, and a hook shot goes down for Neemias Queta.
How about Neemias Queta? 9 points, 7 boards, 3 for 5 from the field, and a block shot. What a good performance by the young man from Portugal.
Cornet really stepped up tonight, 119-90, 29-point lead for Boston. Precious Achiuwa with a free throw line jumper hits for the Knicks.
Only Nick starter in the game. Of course, Precious starting in place of OG Anunoby.
Foul on the perimeter. Shamet bodying Peyton Pritchard. This is a big game because this is going to be Boston 2-0 in the season series.
Yes, it is.
Out of 4 games with 2 teams that might be destined for second and third.
That's a great point for division rivals. The 2 of them knocking on the door of each other. They came in only a game and a half behind. The Celtics. This loss, which appears imminent, will drop them 2.5 behind the Celtics.
4.5 minutes to go. Pritchard goes to Hauser, who buries a 3. There's number 18.
Jim was right on the money. They make it.
It's close.
I didn't think they'd keep taking threes, but there's 4 minutes to go.
122-92. The lead is 30 for Boston as Hukporti misses up close, and Queta grabs another rebound.
I don't think the Celtics have played any 4 minutes this year without making 2 threes.
Good point. They had an NBA record
yes,
time.
They did. Remember, Kesty?
29 opening
first night when we were waiting for the 30th?
Never came.
Yep.
Pritchard blocked underneath. A steal. This is the rookie Baylor Shireman out of Creighton who's in the game. Got a steal, sends it out for the 19th three-pointer. That one by Peyton Pritchard.
Wow.
Peyton Pritchard, 25 points off the bench. Shot for 3 is no good by Payne, and Pritchard has the rebound. 125-92. This has turned into an epic
run. Throw a lob to Queta.
There it is from Pritchard, who turns and scores right at the cup.
Queta's knocking on the door of a double-double, Kesty. He's got 11 points and 8 boards.
Remarkable as Shamet gets into the front court. He's fouled by Hauser. That's to get some more of the high-profile players out. That looks like that's it for Peyton Pritchard as Xavier Tillman replaces him. 25 points for Pritchard. I'm being told that we may be speaking to Peyton as our star of the game as soon as we go.
My buddy from West Lynn, Oregon. I'll tell you what, he has taken it to another level. He was a good, very good player the last couple of years. He's gotten to another level, as you mentioned, the leading front runner right now for Sixth Man of the Year.
Deuce McBride missing a shot for the Knicks. The rout is on here at Madison Square Garden for the Celtics. Pass to Tillman. Xavier with a three. No, missed from the left and rebounded by the Knicks. 2:50 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, they'll play the third of 4 games head-to-head in Boston in 2 weeks from tomorrow on ESPN Radio. The brand new Nick, DeLon Wright, just into the game, got fouled by Jordan Walsh, who's in for the Celtics. Welcome to the Knicks, DeLon Wright, the 10th-year veteran with his 10th team, and he just got hit in the head. That was head-to-head contact.
He hasn't gotten friendly yet with Anthony Gonaga, the Knick trainer. He will shortly.
Wow. Just into the game. DeLon Wright, 6'5", big guard from Los Angeles. 127-92 Celtics. Inbound Payne, 2.5 minutes to go. Sends it to Shamet. Right corner three is good for the Knicks.
Shamet is a very nice player to have on your bench when he's not even in the rotation right now. That was a good re-pickup by the Knicks.
Hey, 2 guys we want to shout out here tonight as we have an offensive foul on Keita, turning it over for Boston. Our Hubie Brown, the Basketball Hall of Famer, who will be on his final television call tomorrow afternoon with Mike Breen in Milwaukee, 2 Eastern time on ABC. It's also on ESPN Radio, the radio call. And also a shout-out to our pal Dick Vitale, who has overcome cancer so many times, overcame a fall as well after he's getting ready to make his return. And today, in a Clemson upset of number 2 Duke, Dickie V returned to the airwaves on ESPN. So congrats to Dickie V, because we know he loves hoop. He loves calling basketball and has been such a big part of this network for as long as I can remember.
And I know you're aware of it, Kesty, but I will point out, because I'm a junior member of the club, you're talking 2 former coaches who got into broadcasting and had very, very successful second careers.
Hubie's professional coaching career actually began in Milwaukee as an assistant coach, as Landry Shamet has a 3-point play
and he
here.
spent time in this building right here.
Oh, yeah. Coached the Knicks in the 80s. Had some outstanding stints. Atlanta, also in Memphis later in his career.
Yeah, we're not talking a good coach. We're talking a great coach.
Here's Keita for Boston attacking the basket. Came up just short. Huck Porty with the rebound. Minute 35 to go. 127-98 Celtics steal. Nope, this is Payne with it. Payne trying to get around Keita. Loops it with that long left arm and off the glass and in.
Mias Keita tried to block. I got to think Mias a little tired. He's getting quality minutes tonight. He's at 25 minutes.
Here's an attack down the lane by Walsh of the Celtics right into Huck Porty, who commits the foul. Walsh can't score, but Jordan will go to the free throw line. Jordan Walsh, part of the young developing Celtics, who spent a lot of time in Maine in the G League and getting some, as Marv Albert would say in this building many times, garbage time here for the Boston Celtics. First of 2 is good for Jordan Walsh.
I wouldn't have thought we'd be covering a 28-point Boston lead with the minute and 16 to go. The way this evening started, I should say, not it started, before they threw up the first ball. When New York missed their first 10 shots, that probably should have told us this was going to be an unusual evening.
1:13 to go. Getting into the front court quickly, Deuce McBride, and they got Shireman on a foul there. Nope, was on Sam Hauser, his second.
It got Joe Mazzulla off the bench to have a few words. I don't know whether he's upset with, I'm going to go he's upset with the official, because that's always a good bet. I thought he's upset with John Butler, but he may be upset with his team's defense. No, he's talking to John Butler. He's on the floor right now.
As McBride, it's the first of 2 free throws, 1:11 to go. How about the Celtics? The weather they'll be facing in the next few days. They're going to go through the snow.
They're going in the right direction. Yeah, they're going in the right direction.
And then they're coming back to Boston for the Spurs Wednesday with another